Hi, my name's Susante and I run a charity and a business for stopping domestic violence, and I also am a healer. And today I've got information for helping to heal cancer cells. So I stand in the power of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious developments for the world and all beings. I seal and protect this space with my life shield, which I activate and switch on now. And I'm protected from evil eyes, evil intent, low vibrational beings, and energy. I'm also going to use the numbers 8888 for divine protection, and I now place these numbers around my auric field. And this healing is done with permission from each soul before it's commenced. And all those who do not wish to take part can simply say no and they'll not receive the energy. And this information cannot be copied or taken as it's under copyright of the owner and the course providers. And this information is from my Genome Healing course by Reiki Lightworkers Workshop and my own personal downloads from Source. And I'm going to have a disclaimer with this one. These technologies are not a replacement for standard medical or psychological treatments. So always consult your healthcare practitioner. Okay. So at the bottom of all and every dysfunctional organ or body system and cell, there is always the following flight or withdrawal tones of powerless, helplessness, hopelessness, worthlessness, uselessness, and emptiness of not wanting to be here. And when your cells hear this message from you of not wanting to be here, they take this energy and this message on, and it goes into all cell memories, and they actually believe this too. Your cells, your body systems, and your organs want to support you in how you feel. So what you say and believe, so they will go into agreement with you on this if this is what your belief is. And then they start to get sick, because it always starts from a belief. And then you'll get sick and diseased as you wished and you stated. Your body always listens to you and it supports your needs. It hears you when you say, I don't want to be here anymore. When you remove the thoughts and feelings of this, your body will respond and improve. Removing all stacked up emotions and blocks and dismantling them and returning them to love, loving your body, your life, can actually heal you. And sending love to your body every day and thanking it for what it does for you and healing your body and working on low emotions and trauma will also help you to get better. Your body will do better and function better for you as a result. And at the base of all of this hopelessness, powerless, emptiness, uselessness is a flight response of wanting to leave your body, to run away, to not deal with what's actually happening for you, because it's trying to stay safe. And you staying in this dysfunction is not helpful, and you need to heal yourself and your body and what you feel to actually transform so your body goes back into love energy. And you can work on this with a genome healer. We're in Australia. And if you wish, that's an option for you. We actually work with the male and the female cells, send them back into love. We work with illnesses and different parts of the body to return them back into love. So they're communicating, they feel heard, they feel loved. And when that happens, your whole body will go back into love and there's no disease. Okay, so that's an option. And we can work on all the parts of the bodies, the cells, the body systems, the chakras, return them back into love, and we heal the male and the female cells in the body. So they actually work together, because a lot of the time they're not working together. So everything is balanced and vibrating in a love energy again. And unresolved trauma, this is actually in my course, can cause disease in the body. And Dr. Reich Gerald Hammer, he's a medical doctor and a surgeon, has examined 200,000 cancer patients with all types of cancer, and in his research he found that with all cancer patients that there is a psycho-emotional conflict prior to the onset of the disease. Sometimes it can be a few years beforehand, and that it's never fully been resolved. He also found that there was a dark shadow in the brain of all these patients. So if you actually work on the conflict that started the whole belief system off, it will help to resolve the situation, and you'll find that the person can actually get better. They will start to get better mentally and physically. And here is what Louise Hay says in her book, You Can Heal Your Life, about cancer. Cancer is from deep hurt, constantly feeling resentment, deep secrets or grief that is held in your body, which then eats away at you and at the self. Your cells carry and hold hatred and feelings of what is the use and giving up, basically. So the positive affirmation to change this is, I forgive and release all of the past. I choose to fill my world with joy. I love and approve of myself. And for Sis, it says, running the old painful movie of nursing old hurts, having a false growth. And the positive affirmation to use is, the movies of the mind are beautiful because I choose to make them so, and I choose to love me. And so this is one of the many processes that can be used to work with cancer cells in the body. There's lots of different processes that can be used. Okay, so I stand in the power of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious developments for all humankind and the world. So I see a pyramid in my mind's eye on the inner side of the 5-meter sphere. On top of this pyramid is a spear. It is a spear of the human soul. The pyramid is a pyramid of the Creator's soul, the light of the Absolute, the light of the Creator. As the spear rests on top of the pyramid opens a little. The light of the Absolute appears, and it clears the soul spear. And we see how the spear is getting lighter and brighter. Now that the spear is filled with light, the pyramid opens and the spear lowers itself into the pyramid. This is the moment that the ozone is produced and is released. This transforms negative cells back into positive. And as I see this, I see the diseased cells, the tumours, etc., and I choose the appropriate amount of ozone, and I embrace the 6 cells of the tumour with the ozone. And in my mind's eye, I see the ozone eating away all the diseased cells in the body. The entire tissue of the tumour starts to darken and to char. I see this happening in my mind's eye with the darkened tumour tissues. I now enhance the ozone concentration again. This time I use ozone to transform the cells back into healthy cells. I see all cells happy and bright, shining again. They are jumping up and down in complete overwhelming joy in their cells. They feel all the love energy inside them, radiating out throughout their body, sending this joy and love of life around the body everywhere it goes. This energy reaches all cells in the body so they all feel happy and back in the love energy again. And now I tell the pituitary gland to give this information to all cells and to connect them with all the information. And thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is, this time and date into infinity. And now I'm just going to read a little about secondary gain. Sometimes when a person is sick, they may be benefiting in some way from remaining sick. And if that's the case, then using secondary gain can be helpful to you. Because the situation will need to be worked through to resolve and work through the barriers that are there and keeping the person wanting to be sick, because otherwise they're not going to get better and they will self-sabotage all efforts to get better and well again. So here's a question that can be used to help with this. When you are sad and exhausted, what does this make you want to do and be? And to complete this process, you'll need to work with a genome healer, as it's individual processes that are used and need to be asked. Okay, now we're going to use the stream of the Creator, the periodic table of elements, as having a healthy diet and the right vitamins and minerals can actually be really beneficial and to having a healthy life. So I stand in the fullness of my soul. I see and act as the Creator does. I am the Creator. Rescue and harmonious developments for all humankind and the world. I stand in the light stream of the Creator. I take the periodic table of all vitamins and minerals into this stream. I now send an impulse from my soul. My body absorbs all the elements and vitamins required from the light stream, bringing all chemical balances to the Creator's norm. And I see this in front of the backdrop of the Creator's soul, and I fix these results with the light of the Creator. Okay, and now finding ways to forgive others for hurt in the past can be helpful to you. And here are some other tools on releasing anger to help you from an anger management course that I did, and also from my light coaching workshop. So you can look at my YouTube channel, which is Suzanne Rosemary Day, and you can look at the healing for anger, rage, and revenge for more help on that. Okay, and here are some statements you can make to help release this. I have released all anger that's held in my fields now. I find ways to release and heal from all causes of anger that I've held in my body. I see the energy of anger leave my body, floating off to the Creator for transformation. I now tell my body, my cells, my body systems that I love them completely, and I feel this joy and love in my body in every way. And you need to really feel this is happening for you. And I send love to every part of my body, my cells, my body systems, and my chakras. And I see all in my body return to love energy, and I feel this flowing throughout my body now. Now I see a vortex of healing light in my heart space, going clockwise, which is flushing all that is stuck and not in the love vibration in my field. And I remove all negative information from all cells in my body system so that they transform back to love energy again. And here is a process I created to release anger. So get yourself a pen and paper and write down, I am angry because, and write what your answer is. And continue to do this until you've got no more to write and you feel relief. And sometimes you might have an aha moment, or you'll at least feel better, or you might have a new understanding about the situation that you didn't have before. You may also need to do some work on soul contracts with a healer, and we can do work on that. Genome healers can work on that to resolve all contracts made in any lifetime. And this is so that you don't have the same situation continually playing out for you. So there may be a healer in your local area, or YouTube, or social media, or genome healer who've had experience with this that can help you. So just have a look. There's also lots of great information on the internet, or even with your local naturopath who has natural ways to heal cancer using natural products that don't harm you. And these methods have all been proven to heal cancer so that it never returns. And one person is Barbara O'Neill. I think that's her name, Barbara O'Neill. And she's one such naturopath, and she's on YouTube. And she has many ways of healing cancer naturally. So check out her videos that she does information on this. And she's done work for years and years, so she's got a proven history of working with patients with cancer and having a good success. And they've recovered from all kinds of diseases and problems. She also has a retreat in Australia for the purpose of this. So that might be an option for you. Now I'm going to do the universal law of time. The only moment we have is now. This is where we create what we have done, and that moment is history. It exists only as a record or energy, a place in time and space. The consequences of the past actions are all stored through karma and can be rewritten to a degree. The future only ever happens in and from the present tense, and is built of today's thoughts, dressing by emotion and driven by action. Activity is the key. The third dimension, living, has more rigid structure of time than the four-dimension existence. There are those who can slip into no time, but these are people who have raised their personal vibration, demonstrating many virtues, disposal of a great deal of karma, and much killing of the ego. They've accessed the information to create the ability. Third dimension linear time has created for those living under this veil of forgetfulness to center in the moment and to perceive a sense of order without the remembrance of burdens without past lives. And the positive affirmation I want to use is, my body is happy and healthy in every way now, and I love my body in every way, and I feel this love continually flow throughout my body and cells every day. And the spiritual number is for tumour illnesses, 821 45351, 821 45351, 821 45351. And I'm also going to show the periodic table of elements, which is this here, which is a process we did before. So I now will cut all cords that I've shared in this healing group. And I use my hand to cut these cords now, and I also cut the ancestral lineage that was attached on the timeline. And I see everyone having all roots ground deeply into Mother Earth, anchored into Mother Earth from our feet chakras, which I see are now open. I bring the earth energy up through all roots, and I fill all entire bodies now to 1 meter above all heads. We are now perfectly balanced in spirit, heaven, matter, and earth. All that is within and around me is now transformed to the light that's shining down on us. and thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Thank you. And if you like this video, you can push the like button and you can also subscribe. Thank you.